Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Honkai Star Rail.
You must break the old to build the new. The Supreme Guardian commands you!
Well, I guess I'll have to deal with that later on. Yeah. I think this is going to be a longer episode than normal.
Look, there's a big crowd around the clinic.
But yeah,
Natasha, Oleg, hope you didn't have to wait too long.
finish this.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then...
Marsh.
Maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
Yeah, let's do it.
We were there in the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Marsh! Stop talking. We're gonna give it all the way.
Kokolia, in order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Yes. We quite literally saved the world.
Through patting yourself on the back?
Thank you. I can't
No,
even
we need to
imagine
do
what
it more.
you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right.
Yeah, same as me.
What about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Kokolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme
Right,
Guardian.
Branya's the Supreme Guardian now.
She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you. Can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope.
Count us in.
Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Hook in the mole? Oh, the kid.
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly, this should be Wildfire's final. Those kids better not have taken advantage of the chaos to go on an expedition. Hook does always talk about wanting to...
They did.
go on.
Alright.
48, 49, 50. Ready or not, here I
Found you! You ran all the way out here just to play hide and seek? It's too dangerous.
Miss March, didn't you go back to the surface?
Since when did I become Miss March?
Hmm.
And where's Hook and the others? Come on, call them over.
We just started playing. Can't we finish this round first?
Say no more. This is gonna be easy.
Seasoned pros, I see.
Hey, it wasn't like I wanted to play. The kids forced us to.
Actually, I sort of want to go play on the swings for a while.
You already are on the swings. Oh my goodness, hide and seek again. Goodness, where are those little guys? Oh, thanks.
Aha! Gotcha! Huh? Grown-ups? Where's Julie? So he is a scaredy cat. I knew he'd get someone else to talk to me.
Last one sort of want to go play on the swings.
You should be happy it's us and not Natasha. If she had found you, you'd be in big trouble already. I guess so. Anyway, I'm gonna go find...
I don't think they're going to be down here. No, no, no. Dang it. Oh, Hook, there you are.
Hook! Got you again! Huh? What the heck are you guys doing here? Oh, wait till I get my hands on Julian, that traitor! What about your integrity, huh? You brought the other kids out here to Rivet Town, didn't you? I did not! The moles hold a vote on all our expedition destinations.
Gather your minions, Hook. We've got exciting news.
Fine, I will. Okay. Hide and seek update. Astral Express Crew 2, the Mole 0.
Yeah.
Celebrate while you can. Hide and seek is best of 5, you know. Anyway, enough about hide and seek. You came all this way to tell the moles something, so do you want to?
Yep.
Aww. Oh. Uh-huh. What's wrong? Why aren't you
Not gonna
saying
say,
anything?
yeah.
Hook. Julian.
I wasn't expecting this reaction.
Hey! Wipe your tears, Julian! You're second in command. No crying in front of grown-ups. You three, listen up. Starting from today... Rivals? Why the heck are we rivals now? What are you talking about? Hook and Julian always wanted to defeat the villains on the surface and take back our homeland. But it sounds like you grown-ups just stole their thunder, so... You think we're gonna accept defeat just like that? One day, the moles will be the heroes of the underworld and the overworld. Then everyone will sit and...
Sit up and take notice.
Yeah! Sit up and take notice! I would have figured it out myself. So that's why you were so silent. If you want to be as awesome as us, you better start training every day.
And start listening to Natasha.
Training every day? Listening to the old witch?
Oh!
Will that really make us as awesome as you guys?
If Natasha hears that, I think Hook is
Deal.
definitely in trouble.
Julie and Alina, let's run back to the town. Training starts today.
Yes, boss. Alina, I can give you a piggyback.
Here. The ceiling of the Starland is complete. This little distortion is disappearing. Good job. We should head back soon. The rush. Like, right. Even though the Starland has basically subsided, the existing fragmentum is too deeply rooted. The eternal freeze has lasted a very long time, enough to severely impact the ecology of the planet. In short, the planet probably won't regain the vitality it once had 1,000 years ago in such a short time. How can this be? Is there anything we could do? Anything else we could do? As trailblazers, our missions have already concluded successfully. The fate of the world should. Bruh, hey! Oh goodness, he's not so much.
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is
So much and it goes so
we
fast. So.
sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
We did all we could. Now it's a matter of time.
Well, that's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Branya when the time's right.
Like a war? Review past memories by battling formidable foes and trace materials and rare. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, okay. Goodness, how much longer is this going to take?
It's getting late. Where to now?
Guess I didn't think it was take this long. I might chop it up into two, maybe.
Oh, is everyone all right? Sometimes face-to-face communication is more meaningful,
not
don't
wrong.
you think? Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Branya doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Claire...
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Oh, goodness! Come on! Just let us leave already!
Outsiders.
Hey, Perkins.
How did you know that?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned.
Outsiders are
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables.
Other nickname for the collection.
There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability.
Was a friend of yours?
The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited, which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time.
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Your future is yours to decide.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
March, Danghan Dragon. Are you seeing this? This android. This android can actually send messages? Your taste in stickers is. What's wrong with sticker? Okay, dang it. I would like you to come to the overworld for my. We'll be there. What is that? Is that a bunch of roses?
That's our Branya, quick as a flash.
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it.
Oh goodness, how long? Yeah, I have to cut this.
It's getting late. Where to now?
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration?
I smell it too. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer, but for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this, once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. If you have time, talk to the folks here.
Finally.
Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Oh,
Whoa! Look at the big...
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
I get to be in the overworld.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells
Skipped over
different.
that.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But
I thought there
now,
was going to be a lot more people to talk
I
to.
just want to sit down.
Oh, I guess it was an
zone
optional
out,
thing.
and
I
watch
just
the people
skipped it.
coming
Oh,
and
well.
going.
Enjoy
I'm
the
fine with
peace
that.
and quiet, Natasha.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
He's still on duty.
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trip.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this place.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore. Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment.
Well, your sister knows what that.
I'll keep that in mind. Lady Branya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Huh? That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough?
Not really. but Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find...
Right, this is the last chest here. Finally, I was looking for that chest. Oh. I can finally move around here. Fire in the cock.
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there.
Looks like it. Bronya.
You know what? I'm talking to you too.
Did you see that, Claire?
I don't think that's a monster. Mr. Svarog's database has information about it. It's called... I can't remember.
Don't worry about the name. The important thing is I saw what it can do. It has a huge appetite and swallows people whole. And it just so happens to be the most
Why are we sitting next to these
Guards, formation!
Whoa.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly.
People of Belobog, hear me! Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret, the order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the debt. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. People of the underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness.
We're just sitting over here.
I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Yarilo 6, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me, and I, Bronya Ren, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
700 years and only 19 guardians in Belobog? Huh.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
It doesn't add up unless they live really long lives. Wait, no, hold on. No, that actually does make sense. Never mind. Because if we're... Because why am I thinking they could live to 100 years? I guess they weren't doing it from the beginning of their life, so still quite a long time.
Branya, we're back!
Quite some
March, Don Hung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control. Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother... she tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Branya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March.
Sometimes people need to hear white lies. Yeah.
I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Alright. That's observation.
Which means... the Fragmentum has already taken root by this point.
So
even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately.
you'd have to oh yeah, because you have to uproot it. And that probably will take a while.
I know. Our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had other ways of avoiding calamity. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people.
The Show's Rest will do everything in its power to help.
In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Yarilo 6 will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this journey?
2.5.
2.5 and 5.
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to
Her
share?
bar is low. His bar is high. Time for a nap.
Wait, what? No way. We're about... Come on. Let's go back to the admin...
Planar ornaments. Oh, so this is extra. Goodness.
Branya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever. But in that scenario, they can't be considered.
Here we are! Everwinter... Oh, Pela are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the... Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Oh, goodness. I am really going to need to cut it into two.
Didn't your parents tell you to knock before? It's you three. Oh, come on.
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things.
Well then.
I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old. Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Spark...
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some... Wow, that's pretty great. I wish...
Huh? Am I really that short?
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the astral...
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Miss Serval. Big brother, March,
Oh,
Dad,
why?
thanks for taking care of me.
Oh, no, it's big
Safe
brother?
travels.
I don't know.
If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
She's just adorable.
That's time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for...
We can sleep.
Not so fast. Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think? Come on. Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for... Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life?
Come around and have a look.
Goodness. This is... I mean, yeah. With no surprise this time. I just realized. No surprise. Yep. We can't use that anymore. Nope, nothing other than just resting. You're overwhelmed by a sea of weariness. Go to bed. In the midst of the frantic tapestry of events, you see the moment Kerkelia perished with the Stellaron. A strange voice speaks to you in a hushed tone, but the voice passes rapidly. You try to recall what you saw in those fleeting moments, but find no trace. All of a sudden you hear it again, a female voice in your ear.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
We remember!
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief. Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No! I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kasky will catch them for the next one. Time? To you, my dear aunt, you don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
Excuse me, first person. Who are you talking to? Before. But I know you're talking to us now. Who are you, you son of a gun? You fourth breaking your...
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Don Hung.
You fourth wall breaking son of a gun?
Morning.
You broke the fourth
How
wall.
did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself.
Who is he? Hi. I dreamed about Zemba.
You poor thing. I'll go check the lunar calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't look at Himiko's message. Because I have so many notifications, I want to get rid of it. Okay. Okay, right. I'll look at the other people later. Goodness, I thought it was going to be a lot quicker to get to the end of this. I will definitely have to chop this up into two, because it's going to do it. I have to. Exactly how it's going to be.
Come around and have a look.
No, we're jumping all the way over here. It's gonna take too long.
Here we are at last.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the Express.
Hey, I'm not that heartless, you know.
Jarlo 7 return to the Express.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Excuse me?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words.
Oh, wow.
Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Sela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Branya!
Oh, that's us leaving.
There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Oh, confident.
Welcome home, you three.
Himiko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you.
How would you rate my performance?
I'd say it's a solid 5 stars.
Ooh.
Get some rest on the Express. Urilo 6 was not an easy ride.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't.
Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is.
That's right.
That's the path of the nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after another, that's exactly what I signed up for.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee, whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually open up.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation, you must have a lot of unanswered questions. While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here.
The Express crew tread upon the trailblaze. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other, thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have.
Willing to join with you. Hopefully you're here for the entire ride, unlike in Honkai Impact. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing. Yeah, I hope that
Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help.
About the Path of Preservation.
Qlipoth the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Eon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Cocolia, abandoned the Path of Preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, Qlipoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus. Don't mention it.
Interesting.
Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole
I bet
time,
that's going to happen
but
with all
we've been
the other
watching
paths.
over you from the moment you set foot on Eurilo 6.
Abundance. Oh, that's going to be interesting to see what he's like with abundance. It's going to tell you well. Or unless that's the next one for some reason, but we'll see.
Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you. Is a Stellaron. There's no doubt. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point.
From what we saw with the stuff.
On the flip side, we can't judge Cocolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Would we not question what we believed in? Sure, ask away. We've got...
Okay.
Welt may be better equipped to answer that. I'd say it's unlikely. I guess it's possible, but it would take a long time.
And probably help from the outside, because whatever their plan. And here's the thing. 700 years. Life may have, like in 700 years, right? Life might have adapted to the cold. So... what's the cold? Well, the cold is going to stay there, but so slowly will warm up, so then like will adapt to the warmer weather. Survival of the fittest.
I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important is that she now understands her people after the journey. The firm and honest support she gets from people around her will also prove immensely useful. But fate likes to play tricks on people. Even if during their lifetime they manage to make Eurilo 6 prosper again to a certain degree, they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless threats lurking in the recesses of the universe. We can only give them our best wishes from afar. It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herda, has found a way to break its structure. The best we can do at this stage is to prevent its energy from overflowing. When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for a brief period of time, allowing Weltenite to contain its power. That's about all we can do about a Stellaron.
Sealed it.
It may be suppressed for now, but it's only a matter of time before it regains power. But this brief window should allow the people on this planet to heal and rebuild. You're most welcome.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm waiting for a...
So, your first trailblazer. Be it joy or pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them.
No, yeah. Got it.
It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as Himiko is, we've pretty much run out of topics.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
I'm afraid not. As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Eurilo 6 is more profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's fight against the lingering effects of the Stellaron will end anytime, but the balance of power is tilting ever so slightly towards humanity, the crucial factor being the hope you brought about. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron.
I feel like hope is used a lot with like, oh yes, hope will bring people to power, right? The power of hope. Just like the power of friendship. Not a bad thing. I like it.
Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing. It's better to move forward with the burden of knowledge than to tread a perilous road with blind optimism. I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they saved their planet time after time with wisdom.
He's talked about his own world, the world of Honkai Impact. Because, right, if I remember correctly, this belt is from Honkai Impact 3rd. Probably talked about this before. But
this goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make.
In an alien space?
I hope Eurilo 6 sees that too.
But sometime after the ending of Part 1 on Honkai Impact 3rd, he goes... Or probably even... No, I think even more so after post Honkai Odyssey, he hops onto the actual Express and ends up here. For some reason. I can't remember.
I too wish to go with you, but Himiko insisted on letting you and your friends rise to the challenge. I'd been observing what's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust and overcome hardships. Well done. Himiko was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions.
So, Welt's the nervous, right? He's always nervous. He's a nervous one. Himiko's just...
She was right.
Very calm.
I really need to stop worrying so much.
I was like, what? And then... okay. Hold on. had words in my ears. So, okay, so Himiko's the ones where it's like, it's okay. They're fine. Well, it's like, but what if, you know, this or what if that, right? Maybe not exactly like that, but right, something like that.
Likewise. Get some sleep. We'll be...
Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, next we will start with, I guess, Silent Galaxy, which probably was in the next world, which is where one character, this guy's world, Jin Yun or something like that. It looks like it's going to be some more, I guess, Chinese-esque world. It gives off a vibe, but this totally gives off a vibe about China, right? To be expected that they would do something about China. But anyways, with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later.